What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing an interesting update in relation to Zach LaVine. Now, Zach LaVine has been, rumored to be a lot of things. People have called him, a nuisance in many ways. Other people think he's a really good player, really good dude, or whatever the case may be. And ultimately, he's also rumoured in the trade market at the moment. It looks like the Bulls are trying to get rid of Zach LaVine even at this point in time. However, there is obviously a situation about Zach LaVine and trying to coexist with this current roster. And apparently things are off to a good start, as there has been many reports suggesting that Zach LaVine will not hinder the growth of the young players and will be a willing participant and has been a willing participant over the course of, the mini camps that they have run and obviously the team activities that they have had at this point in time. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Zach LaVine and ultimately, him not... let's just say cooperating with the Chicago Bulls. I think that's the key words we could put it as. But ultimately, look, this is coming off of a very weird couple of days where we saw the Bulls go on this, whole team activity where they all went to like a carnival or something along those lines. You saw them on roller coasters, there's photos everywhere, and it was a really, obviously, fun time. I mean, going to a carnival, who wouldn't like that? But, Zach LaVine and Vucevic weren't there. And people had their speculations. Oh my goodness, Zach LaVine wasn't there. Vucevic weren't there. The two people that are going to be rumored for trades, they didn't show up. Ultimately, again, I think we dig too much. We ourselves as fans, we put too much into things that I don't think is necessarily the biggest of deals. I don't personally care if Zach LaVine decided, hey, I don't want to go to the carnival, I'd rather stay home or something like that. I don't think that's a big deal. But when it comes to the mini camps and when it comes to the team activities and when it comes to basketball related opportunities, Zach LaVine has been a willing participant and is there. And I think this is a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, does that mean I want Zach LaVine to stay with the Chicago Bulls forever and ever and ever? Well, look, if we start winning games and we become competitive, maybe I would like Zach LaVine to stay. But that's not necessarily what I mean. I don't need Zach LaVine to stay here forever. But I've said this for so long, and I hope you guys agree with me, and I hope it's really starting to make sense now. In order to get the best deal for Zach LaVine, you need him to be cooperative with the Chicago Bulls. You can't let him, or his agent can't let him throw his toys out the pram and be miserable or be toxic, end up not getting any minutes and be benched. That's not going to help Zach. It's not going to help the Bulls. It's not going to help any trade that comes his way. It's going to do nothing for Zach LaVine. If we want the best deal for Zach LaVine to come out of this situation, we need a willing Zach LaVine. So far, it looks like that's what people are saying he is. We need a Zach LaVine that will participate. So far, that's exactly what he's been doing. We need a healthy Zach LaVine. So far, he is a healthy Zach LaVine. And then we need Zach LaVine to get into his form. That remains to be seen. Let's hope he does get into form. But this is a great thing for the Chicago Bulls. And I don't want anyone to kind of misuse my words when I say that. It is a great thing, but it's not a great thing because we need Zach LaVine to stay here forever. It's a great thing because working in harmony will be better for everybody. And Zach LaVine is going to get that opportunity. He's done so as of late, and I'm very happy about that. And hopefully Zach LaVine does play well. You know what? I hope he plays really well. I hope he plays fantastically well. And we can make a decision on that in the meantime. If he plays so well that you don't want to get rid of him, well, that's a conversation. But if he plays so well that finally teams are going to start knocking on the door and trying to find, that trade for Zach LaVine that we can accept, then that's a situation that we can come into as well. It's beautiful that way. But the last thing we never wanted to see, I don't think there was anyone, even if you hate Zach LaVine, there is no one that wants to see Zach LaVine have a sook, have a cry, speak to his agent about how bad this team is, and ultimately get benched. He doesn't want to play. He gets fined every time. We've seen these things with players before. Specific players have done these things where they've become so toxic that the team just can't stand it anymore. Thankfully, it's not gone down that route, and I'm very happy about that because as much as we may not like, or look, I like Zach LaVine, I always have, I probably always will, but some people don't like Zach LaVine. For all those people that don't like Zach LaVine, at least he's showing this team the amount of respect to cooperate with them. This could have went ugly real fast. And there are players that have shown how ugly things can get when they don't get their way. Seriously, it's happened everywhere. So Zach LaVine being cooperative, working with the team, trying to find solutions, and being okay with the new direction that the Bulls are going down is the absolute best thing we could hear at this point in time. So thank you, Zach LaVine, for being a willing participant, and let's see how the season goes. With or without him, I don't think we're going to be that good, but either way, I still would rather have a team commodity, team morale, whatever it is, than nothing, than just toxicity all the way around. What do you guys think? I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.